Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator. When last we left, we were in Rem. We just dropped off some, air quotes, lubricants, and air quotes. Let's see where we can go from here. To Dover. Yeah, I'm not really feeling that. Southampton. Maybe. Dusseldorf, Dijon. What the fuck? Yeah, no. I guess we are going to have to go to Germany. England! Well, why wouldn't I take this one? It gives me more money and it's a shorter drive. Oh, this might get to stay in France. This might go through Belgium. Which means there's going to be less tolls. But look at this. I go... Wait. Why is it telling me I'm starting there if I'm starting here? Huh? You know what? I'll take the agricultural equipment because it gives me more time to get there. Oh, you know what? Fuel tank. I'm going to try it. We're going to try to take high explosives. That being fuel. There's our lubricants we just dropped off. Whoa! Hello. Whoop! I've forgotten how much easier it turns when you don't have a trailer. Speed shift for the win. Look at that, I'm already doing 80. Wait a minute. It just told me... Wait a minute. So it says we're not going to make it. Because it's telling me it's estimating we'll be getting there in an hour and 44. And we only have 41 minutes to get there. So we are going to have to go to Southampton. Well, that sucks. We still do have to leave the city, though. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. Nice to see that map wasn't a typo. Oh, look, the sun's starting to peek through the trees. You probably can't see it, but you'll see when we curve to the right. See, look, you could just start to see the sun poking out over there. Oh, it's pretty. Very pretty. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Come on, douchebag. Get out of my way. Come on! We have to get our cargo! Or in his case, car don't go. I don't know how I neutralized it there, but I did. Oh, now he's accelerating. Ah! There we go. We're gonna take 9 tons of agricultural, there we go, agricultural equipment to England. Because why not? Just because the English can't cook food doesn't mean they can't grow it. And I stalled the truck again. Hook up the trailer. Pop the clutch. We suddenly feel a lot more sluggish than we were, but we will be a lot less sluggish than we were last trip, because last trip we had a 15-ton trailer. Now we've only got a 9. Didn't hit the sign. Didn't hit the railing. We're off to a good start. The video is young still, though. The lock could still go horribly, horribly sideways. And in fact, it probably will. Speed limit 50? I ain't fucking dropping down to 50 going through here. Oh, that's a speed camera. Newsflash, we're dropping down through 50 to go through here. Oh my god, I feel like I'm fucking crawling. Perfect chance to readjust my eyeballs. It's easy, I just look at the LG logo on my TV screen and hit the recenter camera button and it lines up my head every time perfectly. Now that's long stuck in my head, damn it. It just mirrors the look of my DEF fluid and my fuel gauge don't match anymore. I wonder if that's a new change. Maybe I actually have to separately buy DEF. It has an interesting wrinkle, that's for sure. DEF is basically purified cow piss that you squirt in the exhaust gas of a diesel to make it less caustic to the environment. The problem is, it's highly, highly corrosive. If you accidentally get some of that shit on, or in your fuel lines, All your fuel lines have to be changed. All your fuel filters have to be changed. It's a big repair bill, and I only know this because one of my knuckle pucks put DEF in the diesel tank. I'm in the car only lane. Because fuck you, that's why. I stalled it. No, I didn't. Haha. I got so used to stalling out of the toll booth, I hit the key before I even found out whether or not I stalled. I just like, yeah, fuck it. I'm turning the engine off. A little too quick on the clutch there, Blitz. This guy's got a dump truck made of wood, it looks like. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be rusty metal, but it looks like wood to me. How are we looking time-wise? We have to rest within the next 7 hours, 9 minutes. We'll be there in the next 6 hours, 45. Excellent. Anytime I can make it without stopping is a good trip. I almost rolled it there. Okay, we're doing the 130 speed limit. I gotta tell you, this is fucking scary. I feel like I can roll out of control at any time. $140. $145. I think that's all she wrote with this engine. God, the steering in this thing is twitchier than Test Drive 2. Off to Calais. Funny story is, Hitler's advisors told Hitler that they thought the Allies were going to be invading at Normandy. And Hitler was like, no, 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 no. They'll never do that. They're coming to Calais. He insisted that they were going to be attacking at Calais. Really? So you had a whole tank battalion sitting at Calais because he was certain that that's where the Allies were going to invade. And so then by the time that it was discovered that they were landing at Normandy, you know, when they landed, I believe Hitler was on vacation, could not be reached. And so no one was able to get permission to move the tank battalion to respond to the Normandy invasion. So the whole reason why the Normandy invasion succeeded was because Hitler was a blockhead. Same reason why Operation Sea Lion failed, because Hitler was a blockhead. Another fun story on that one. The original idea was to have the Luftwaffe bomb strategic military targets, radar stations, Air Force bases, whatever. And that was it. That's all they were supposed to attack. And, you know, the RAF would scramble here and there and, you know, make an honest effort of it. But, I mean, there were low-value targets. From their opinion, they could just build another radar tower, no problem. But one time the bombers got lost in fog. I know, fog in England. Who would have seen that coming? And just decided to drop their bombs anywhere and return home. Well, they accidentally bombed London. So, Churchill, being Churchill, said, fine, we'll respond in kind. And he ordered his bombers to go bomb Berlin. When Berlin was bombed, Hitler was absolutely furious. Furious that they would do such an attack on his people. And he immediately changed the bombing strategy where he wanted all of his bombers of the Luftwaffe to bomb civilian targets in England. I mean, you know, London and other cities around the area. Well, now if you're going to be bombing civilian targets, the RAF is actually going to scramble en masse. And, you know, the Luftwaffe was completely wiped out for the most part because they didn't have any long-range escorts. And now that the RAF was deploying in force to stop the bombing runs, they pretty much got all their bombers shot down. Whereas if you just keep going with the military targets, you know, keep knocking out radar bases and stuff, they wouldn't have seen you coming, and you would have had a better chance of bombing later. Dumbass. Yes, get out of my way. Thank you. Speed limit on this road's 90. Now, I've been on this road in France. I gotta tell you, the taxi driver was not doing 90. Oh, no. Holy shit, we should be listening. We should be doing 90. Okay, yes, I'm slowing down now. Don't kill me. Oh, my butt is clenched. There we go. Okay, moral of the story. I am not a taxi cab. You're not a taxi, Blitz. You cannot drive like you are. Holy shit, that was scary. I was getting ready to roll at any time. I'm yawning. Is the light ever going to go green? I think that's the left exit coming up. I have an itch on my ear, won't go away. I'm also getting thirsty. Could someone pour me a drink? It'd be nice. No? Really? I have to just get up and get it myself? Man, living on your own sucks. You know what I really hate about living on my own? I always lose trash can Jenga. The rule of trash can Jenga is if you cannot get your garbage in the garbage can and make the lid shut, you have to change the garbage can. Or empty the garbage can, take out the trash, whatever you want to say. So when you live on your own, no matter what you do, you're always going to lose. And it sucks. Let's put a speed boost just after the on-ramp. That's a dumb place for it. It should be just before the on-ramp so people slow down before the on-ramp comes on, shouldn't it? You know what the most popular flag is in French history? The tricolore, which has 3 vertical stripes of white, white, and white. I admit, That is not my joke. That comes from Number File. No, not Number File. That one comes from Tom Scott. That's it. Tom Scott on YouTube. I hear those nerdy British comedians, and I get all confused. But no, that one's a Tom Scott video. Feel free to watch him at some point. See what things you might not have known. Good, he's got his turn signal on. Hello! No right turn. Okay. No cars, no trucks. Cars, no trucks. Trucks, no cars. That's the one I want. My Jake brake was enough to slow me down when coming down this hill. What do you know? Load ourselves up on the rail car. Now, completely defies belief, but you can actually park like half on the train, half off the train, and it'll work perfectly fine. But, ow. Did I just damage myself? I did. Here I thought, oh, we'll try to make this realistic. I'll pull into the train car and park the way I'm supposed to. But apparently there's an invisible wall there. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. View possible travel destinations. Felixstowe. Or Folkestowe. Felixstowe is if you take the ferry. Okay. Engine on. Parking brake off. We're in Bass Ackwards land now. We're in Bass Ackwards land now, Blitz. Remember to get on the wrong side of the line, Blitz. Rights are left, lefts are rights. Everything you know is wrong. I mean, to be perfectly honest, left-hand drive makes more sense. It does, because then, you know, the average driver is right-eye dominant. So by putting him in the left lane, you make his dominant eye looking at cross traffic, or oncoming traffic. By putting him in the right lane, as we do in the United States, you now have his dominant eye looking at the slow lane, rather than oncoming traffic. So, I mean, the United Kingdom is smarter in that regard. But considering that most countries that were left-hand drive are switching over to right-hand drive, I mean, like, 5-10 years ago, I think it was like half the population drove on the left, half of the population of the world drove on the right. Now it's something more like 3/4 and 1/4. So, I mean, drive on left, there you go. Left drive is becoming a thing of the past, and I installed the engine. I mean, long, long ago, the United States used to drive on the left. I mean, long ago. We've now switched to the right. In fact, I think the only thing that we still do on the left is boats are still on the left, and trains are still on the left. Why boats and trains are on the left and everything else is on the right, I don't know. Oh, while we're here, let's get some fuel. It's ridiculously overpriced because it's England, but hey, why not? I love that. Cause your engine to stall just as you're pulling in. Yeah, my DEF gauge is filling itself up, even though I'm not actually filling DEF. Oh well. 499 liters, 760 euros. Hey Blitz, you can't start moving the truck in 11th gear. Dumbass. And honestly, I have no problems driving on the left side of the road like this. The thing completely fucks with my cheese if you try to make me drive on the right side of the vehicle. I cannot do that. I've tried. It does not work well. At all. Speed limit is 97. We went from France of 130 to the UK being 97. Jerks! I ain't gonna listen to that shit. There's absolutely no reason to have the speed limit that low. Why is that bus in the fast lane? He should be ashamed of himself. The A27. Shout out to all you people who live off the A27. Tell your buses to get out of the fast lane. The only thing I could think of is that they didn't decide to put separate logic in for different handed drive countries. So, oh, now the bus is in the slow lane. You see him? Jerk. Hairpin turn sign. Let's slow down a little bit then, shall we, Blitz? Just a little. Speed limit 88, or 80 rather. Oh, photo enforced. You fuckers! Speed cameras are the bane of my existence. There's no reason to drop the speed limit to 80 to go through a tunnel. None whatsoever. Passed by another one of those rusting dump trucks. We can turn our lights back off now. Good going, Blitz. There you go. Speed limit is now 113. It's getting slightly more reasonable. Well, I almost want to say that might be the national speed limit, which is what, 70? Plymouth, Southampton, that's where we're going. Well, 70 divided by 5 is 14 times 8. Will be 114. So I don't know why the speed limit's 113, but yeah, that's 70. Loan installment. I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't speeding. I mean, I am speeding, but still. Services, 1 mile. Well, we don't need those. We just filled up. To be fair, I could probably go for a bag of crisps, but I think we'll be able to keep on trucking. Half mile. Don't they understand mile should be MI? This way you don't get confused with meters? Dumbass Brits. So what cars do you guys drive, huh? I mean, you know I drive a piece of shit Focus, which the air conditioning died on it a couple weeks ago, and I haven't been able to get time off from work to go get it fixed. Which, that sucks majorly, because I get hot very easily. So to get out of work and get into a car that's 135 plus is miserable. And even those days I get out of work late enough to put on 385 air conditioning, it's still hot by the time I get home. And for those of you who don't know what 385 air conditioning is, you open 3 windows and drive 85. And I have 3 windows because I have a 2-door car with moonroof, so that's 3 windows. Yay! Fucking speed cameras. Ooh, a rotary! How quaint. Ooh, car hauler. Let's get this in one shot, Blitz. That would be lovely. Nope. Turning too sharp there, Blitz. You're going to clip that trailer. Don't do it. Don't do it. There you go. There you go, Blitz. Nice. Nope. Too crooked. At least you didn't clip the other trailers. You were worried about that. Fucking stalled it, Blitz. Good going. How did you take a parking job that was almost done and made it worse? Disconnecting trailer. Wonderful. We are rolling in the dough now. So our profit in the last 7 days is 75,000 euro. We currently have 35,000 on hand. It is time to call it an episode. Until next time.